Welcome back. It is Monday, June 10th in the MLB, and my three favorite picks are on the way. What's going on, everyone? It's Logan from Calling Our Shot here on this Monday, trying to pull it together, trying to make money for y'all. I'm not going to lie to you. Yesterday had me down bad. It had me wondering how the hell I'm going to record this video. Let's talk about yesterday, even though I really, really don't want to. We had such great momentum going. We had 3 straight winning days. I was feeling good. I was like, yes, we're finally going in the right direction. And then you just have the classic Sunday MLB gut punch where nothing goes right for you. It all started with the Reds' first 5 under. Frankie Montas with one of the most disgusting pitching performances I've ever seen. And the crazy thing about it is it just went over on the hook. They have scored exactly 5. And then the rest of the whole game, they scored 1 damn run. You can't make it up. And then we had Bryce Wilson under 5.5 hits allowed. Bryce Wilson did not have his best stuff yesterday. He had his command was all over the place. He was really struggling in there. And I was like, okay, maybe they'll take him out now because he's just looking bad. He's throwing pitches right down the middle of the zone. He's not being able to command it. They leave him in for one more batter against Gio Urshela. And I was like, that's a mistake, especially against a good hitter like Urshela who knows how to hit bad pitchers. Well, Bryce Wilson spun something right across the middle. Of course, hit. He ends on 6 right on the dot. They take him out, and then they get obliterated. So that was a great call. Brewers leaving him in for that extra batter. Yeah, tough. And then it was all capped off by the Sunday Night Baseball. You know what? Once those two lost, and we needed the Dodgers to save us from the reverse sweep, yeah, I knew that wasn't happening. I was like, no. Dodgers coming up clutch for us? Absolutely not. The funniest part of that game was actually watching the Trent Grisham 3-run home run. I was like, okay. So, yeah, that was yesterday. Lost some units. But you know what, guys? I have to put on a brave smile. I have to say we're going to make it up today because it's true. I mean, baseball's a marathon, not a sprint. We can't just dwell on days like that. We got to get back on it. We got to trust the process, and I do. And it all starts today with a giveaway opportunity. Yesterday, I did give away $25 to someone in the comments. So if I commented on your thing, go reply to me there. I'm running it again today. I still like the pressure. I still like the pressure to perform for you guys. I did not yesterday. The picks were unlucky, unfavorable for us today. If the picks do not go 2-1 or 3-0, if we do not have a winning day, I will give away $25. All you got to do is be subscribed to our channel and then go down in the comments. Let me know your best bet of the day. It could be any of the pick. It could be one of my picks or it can be one of your picks. I just want to hear what you guys are rolling with. I love that aspect of the community. Now, it is Monday, so even though Mondays suck, Mondays do not suck because the parlay of the day is back on Odds Checker. If you guys know, the hit parlays have been straight money on this channel. If you are not checking them out on Odds Checker, what are you doing? You're missing out on some coin there. We track them for 1 unit each day. And again, it will be posted later this morning. I'm not really sure who I'm going with. One of the hitters I have locked in, he was 0 for yesterday. I think he's a great candidate. The other one, I got to find a pairing for him, but it will be posted later this morning. Come back to this video, check the pinned comment, or if you follow us on Twitter, we tweet it out once it is posted there as well. We do it in both places so people don't miss out. Now let's go on to our next pick. It is a player prop. Yesterday, brutal loss on Bryce Wilson. Today, making it back. We're taking Chris Paddack under 5.5 hits allowed, plus 110 odds on DraftKings is your best value. I love the hits allowed market, even though we got absolutely screwed yesterday with a guy that ended right on 6, and then they took him right out. I was like, come on. I still like this one, and I love the plus value we're getting. I mentioned I still don't think they're all that sharp in this market. I think the fact that they are giving away plus value on this one, there's an edge here. There's definitely an edge here. First of all, we can talk about Chris Paddack. He's under this line in 3 out of his last 4 starts. You like that for a hit rate thing. His most recent game was against the Yankees, which was a terrible matchup for Chris Paddack. Again, Twins are owned by the Yankees, and the Yankees capitalize on pitchers like Paddack that make a lot of mistakes. I'll talk about why I think this matchup is not all that bad. First of all, though, he's facing the Rockies. Rockies offense, they might lose a little bit of steam after scoring just 1 run yesterday. Look, they started out that series very feisty against St. Louis. And then yesterday just kind of tapered off a little bit. To me, it's kind of hard to see how they're going to come out and just, be guns a-blazing against Chris Paddack today. I don't really see that. They only put up 3 hits on Palante yesterday. And you look at that St. Louis series, 2 of the 4 starting pitchers in that series went under this line. The only 2 pitchers to go over, Lance Lynn, Lance Lynn just challenges everybody. He doesn't really care. He'll give up the hits. And Kyle Gibson's a pitch to contact guy. Of course he's going to give up hits. So those were the guys that went over this hits allowed line. I still think when you look at it, Chris Paddack has the decent stuff to be able to get the swing and a miss. He's 72nd percentile in chase percentage. That's important because you want a pitcher that's at least fooling the hitters, making them think, oh, I got to expand the zone. Because if you're good at tunneling your pitches, you're good at getting the hitters to expand the zone. Chris Paddack is decent at doing that. He's just not consistent at it, and that's again why we're getting plus value on this line. I'm not trusting an ace. Chris Paddack's not an ace, but this is a buy low spot for Paddack, who makes a lot of mistake pitches, and when he makes a lot of mistake pitches, he raises his ERA. That's why you see his ERA sitting as high as it is. He's just had a lot of bad outings, and in those bad outings, he makes mistake pitches. What do I mean by that? You watch where the catcher sets up. Chris Paddack throws the ball not where the catcher set up. That means that's not where he was truly aiming it. Boom. 2-run home run, 3-run home run. We've seen it before with Chris Paddack. I've actually faded this guy, so I know his game. But what I don't trust is the Rockies to be able to capitalize on those mistakes. Sometimes baseball just comes down to the pitchers are going to make mistakes. Are you good enough offense to be able to capitalize on that? I don't really trust the Rockies. Rockies only hitting 230 on the road this month. Again, I think Chris Paddack can go out and have a solid start, and a solid start for him would be like 4 to 5 hits allowed, maybe 2 to 3 earned runs, and then call it a day, and then bring in the bullpen because the Twins bullpen's pretty solid. I think when we look at this one, Paddack also he matches much better at home. 3.26 ERA at home versus an 8.2 on the road. You can't trust Chris Paddack on the road. If this was in Coors Field, absolutely not. But I think I can trust him at Target Field today. Give me Chris Paddack under 5.5 hits allowed. I think the number's too high. And the fact that we're getting plus value on it, I'll take a shot on that all day long. Now our next pick, our third and final pick, could be controversial. I want to know what you guys think about this one. Taking the White Sox team total under 2.5, minus 113 odds on FanDuel is your best value. Now, when I see a 2.5 team total line, I just jump at that. I'm like, wow. So really, this team is not expected to score a whole lot. And I was looking at this game when I was analyzing this game. I liked Logan Gilbert over 18.5 outs, but I'm going to settle on this one. If you want to play a player prop in this one as well, I really do like that. It's got Wheeler/Nola Masterclass written all over it because the lines look exactly like when Wheeler has his 7 innings pitch shutout type starts. That's what this game looks like, especially with Logan Gilbert's lines. But when I see a line like this as a team total for a team like the White Sox, yeah, I got to take the under, and I gotta think more than likely they might get shut out today. I mean, knock on wood, I would love for them to get shut out. But the White Sox hit rate to this line is actually not where you'd expect. The White Sox have hit this over in 8 out of their last 10 games. So here they are, the odds makers, when they're making this game. First of all, total, again, comically low. They're honestly expecting the White Sox to not really be able to show up in this game. And I think that's on par with how I'm reading this game. The pitching they faced in those last 10 games that I mentioned where they went over several times is nowhere near Gilbert. Gilbert is a power righty, strikeout specialist. The guys that they faced have just been sort of very mediocre guys. I mean, like in the Red Sox rotation, those weren't the best of arms they faced, even in the series before that. So I'm looking at this one. This is also a bad spot for the White Sox. Their first West Coast road game of the season in a pitcher-friendly ballpark. I see why the line is so low. And when it's this low, I know it can be tempting to be like, oh, we'll take the over 2.5. All they got to do is score 3 runs. That's easy. It could come in one swing in the bat. I've been on the wrong side of team totals like that before, and I said, man, they said a 2.5 for a reason. They're going under. Logan Gilbert starts for the Mariners, and I mentioned 3.12 ERA, 0.98 WHIP. Logan Gilbert's a guy I want to back at home in this situation. I'm going to trust him to be able to get the job done for us. In 47 plate appearances, this White Sox roster only has a 205 batting average against Gilbert. Expect the numbers line up right with that. Only a 204 expected batting average. And then here he is pitching at home in a pitcher-friendly ballpark. As I mentioned, Gilbert only allowing a 198 batting average at home with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, only allowing a 238 batting average. Again, Logan Gilbert's able to strand those guys. He has the put away pitches. He has very nasty strikeout stuff. I think he gets to the White Sox today. I think he has them guessing a lot and off balance. There's a reason why Logan Gilbert's earned run line is only 1.5. Juiced to the over, obviously. You have to juice that to the over. But I think this one has Logan Gilbert masterclass written all over it. And then you look at this White Sox offense as a whole. What have they done on the season? They have not really been able to score on the road. They're 30th in runs scored on the road, only averaging 2.97. So if you would believe it, they're not even averaging 3 runs scored on the road, slightly under that line. And then once Logan Gilbert does come out of this game, Seattle 14th in bullpen ERA. I still anticipate Gilbert giving them plenty of length. I think the bullpen arms that can come behind him, pretty solid, good enough to get the job done and not, host batting practice late in this game. Give me the White Sox team total under 2.5. It's a very, very low line. Not a lot of room for margin of error in this one, but it's low for a reason. I think you're going to see why today. I really do like that as my third and final pick. Let's talk about the picks, though. Let's do a quick recap. We have the parlay of the day. It will be posted later this morning. I have one hitter that I know is going in there. Need to find another one that I like as well. We have Chris Paddack under 5.5 hits allowed. Love that one. And then we have the White Sox team total under 2.5. Go pitch a masterclass for us, Logan Gilbert. That'll do it for the picks today. As always, go down, comment your best bet of the day. Also be subscribed to our channel. Free to do so. As always, I will catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully with a 3-0 sweep. That would be awesome. See you then.